Sages, because I do have a lot of placements in Sag.
You do?
Yeah, I have a lot of placements in Sag, a lot of placements in Aquarius.
It's recording now.
Okay.
Which is fine. You can say all that. I'm just letting you know that it's on live.
Yeah.
All right. So, greetings, everyone. How's everybody doing today? Happy Friday. Friday is the day that is ruled by Venus. Welcome, Ashley.
Thank you. Thanks for having me, Monique.
It's my pleasure to have you here. Yay. What's your handle?
My handle is at Star Magic Tarot.
Okay, yes. So we are here to have a little bit of a conversation about Venus. As you all know, that Venus Friday is the day that I ask for donations. Or really, we know that Venus rules money. It rules reciprocity, restoration, and a number of other things. But so it really is just an opportunity for you all to, if the work that I provide and the service that I offer here is beneficial to you, if there is a benefit in it, I use Fridays for you to say thank you. You can send me your music playlist. You can send me a Cash App at Monique, $ Monique Ruffin, or Venmo at Monique-Ruffin, or whatever. I just really appreciate us understanding that energy it's a circle. And so what goes out comes back. And in order for us to own or to embody the wisdom and the things that we receive, we have to create a container. And when we say thank you, we open ourselves up to it. It's like the gratitude, right? So you show your gratitude, however, if it benefits you, and I appreciate it. Thank you so much. So today is a Venus day.
Friday. Yes, today is a Venus day.
Do you know where your Venus is in your chart?
My Venus is in Aquarius.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, and you're an Aquarius.
And I'm an Aquarius sun, yes.
Wow. So how have you been, because Saturn's been moving through Aquarius for the last, I know, year and a half or so. So how has your life been? So Venus, like, how's your love life been with Saturn moving through there? And then for your son, how has your identity started to shift?
Well, okay, so my love life has been non-existent.
Except that you love yourself very,
Except
very
that
much.
I love myself very much. So yeah, that has actually, my self-love has actually amplified. I feel like that's where my discipline and
Yes.
Yeah, that's where my discipline and energy has been focused
Yes,
on is loving myself and getting better at it, and getting back to that ritual, right?
Yes.
Yeah. As far as my life, though, with Saturn being in it, yeah, I mean, I've definitely experienced some challenges in this last year. Definitely. And I've definitely been feeling or been getting guided or strong-armed, rather, into doing a lot of, like, physical work. Doing a lot of physical work.
Yeah.
I've been grateful for having this time of Saturn being in retrograde, because I feel like it's kind of lightened my load a little bit, and I've been able to come up for air. But I also know that I also, like, have this creeping feeling of, like, do your taxes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, there's still a lot of things that I'm getting in order, and I've definitely had to my life has definitely been restructured this last year when I think about it. Like, definitely.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's Saturn in Aquarius.
That is Saturn in
That's
Aquarius.
right. And the beautiful thing is the retrograde will give you a bit of a breather, just so that you can get clear about what's going, so that you keep going.
Right.
And then it'll come back and you'll be able to really make those structures really strong. Today, the thing that I really want to talk about that is very important. So first of all, hey everyone, how you guys doing? I just want to say hello again. And this is Ashley.
Hi.
And her handle is, again,
Star Magic Tarot.
Star Magic Tarot. And she does tarot readings here at Rituals rituals, remedies, and alchemy.
Right.
And I have known Ashley a few weeks. I think this is maybe our third or fourth time being in company with one another. And I experience you as incredibly, like there's a lightheartedness to you that's really wise, though. You know what I mean? There's this wisdom and a lightheartedness and that smile, like just like a youthfulness. So I'm really, I love when I meet new people. I really collect, like people like to collect books and things. I collect people.
That's great.
That's so great.
Yeah,
so
thank you.
You're welcome. So we are moving into the summer solstice. This is a Venus day. Venus is at the 23rd degree of Taurus. And Venus is about restoration. And in Taurus, so let me get my thought, because there's something important I feel like I want to say. I feel like we are this last month has been really rigorous for people. People have had a really hard time because the Mercury retrograde came to kick ass. It really did. And not only Mercury retrograde, but this last moon cycle was ruled by, it was a new moon in Gemini, and Mercury was retrograding through Gemini and Taurus. So we have had to really reevaluate the way we've been processing information, perceiving reality. And it's almost like many of us may have had like collapses and things, things not working out the way we wanted them to do, or we thought that because Mercury was in retrograde. And so really what we were given the opportunity to do was shore up yourself, because Mars went into Aries. What are you really up to? Get really clear, because if you're not clear, it's going to get washed away. And now with this next moon cycle that starts on the last quarter phase, it's in Aries. Not the new moon is in Aries, but the last quarter moon is going to be in Aries, which means that there is a new beginning. So whatever got washed away, pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and keep going. Don't give up because it got hard. Do not give up because it seems bleak. Don't, like there are all these things that are happening. The economy is doing this and the politics is doing. Don't let any of that stuff distract you. Whatever your intentions and goals are right now, don't lose traction. Recover yourself. Just recover. Does that make sense?
That makes a lot of sense. Especially to me in my life with everything that's happening right now.
Yes.
Like, you're speaking to me. So
okay. Yeah, and I'm speaking to myself.
Yeah.
I'm speaking to myself because it's just, if we don't understand the cycles of the moon, we had the last quarter moon last month in Pisces. So this month it's going to be in Aries, and next month it'll be in Taurus, right? And the last quarter is the beginning of a new cycle. And Pisces is where things come to end. Mm-hmm. So when that last quarter phase in Pisces hit, Mercury was already retrograde, meaning that it was taking down whatever we were perceiving. It was saying, no, all of that's going away, because Pisces is where things come to end. It's like the shore. It's like the water. The tide is gonna come and wash something away. So things are just getting washed away. But if you were solid, then, and whatever is solid, whatever is remaining, whatever is where you want to do that, continue to do that, and that will continue to build. So Venus and Taurus. So Venus and Taurus is the energy that rules us in our value system, creating the relationship first and foremost with ourselves that is aligned, understanding that how we treat ourselves and how we think about ourselves and how we feel about ourselves is the rule. It sets the standard for everything else. No one has dominion over the standard you set for yourself. Mm-hmm. It does not exist. So with Venus and Taurus, we are setting the standard for our value and what our value is right now. And people are going through really intense things. And what happens is we tend to look out at the world and set our standard according to what's going on in the world. Oh, the gas prices are too high. Oh, the rates of this is expensive. That's not how it works. You have to set it from within yourself. What is your resonant frequency? What is your vibration? And then you live into that, and then the reality in the external world creates around what you energetically rest in as your frequency. You decide. You choose your value. You choose if you are worth, $500 an hour or $75. You determine it by how you feel about yourself, by how you treat yourself, by how you speak about yourself, how you think about yourself. And this programming was installed in us when we were children. And so we have to upgrade it. It has to be upgraded. You have to update the software.
Right, absolutely. I was going to say, like, now is an especially good time to decide where you want to energetically vibrate. So knowing that we design our lives by manifesting, we are what we attract, having that knowledge is actually empowering, right? Because if we don't like the current situation that we're in or whatever it is that's currently happening, then all we need to do is raise our vibration, and we'll start to see those other things, that new life that we're aligning with.
Yes. And you do so from within yourself and not from what the external is telling you. That's the trick. The trick is that we have a tendency to be very fixed on the external. The gas is $6. This cost. No. It's this is an abundant universe. And if you understand the nature of the universe, that at its core it is abundance. The nature of the universe is abundance no matter the fuck what. You got to get that. So it doesn't matter what the prices are. If you're willing to live into abundance doesn't have a price tag. It does not. Abundance is abundance. That's how it is. And this is the nature of Venus. And so when you understand the frequency of abundance, a part of that is money. A part of that is health. A part of that is love. A part of that is community. A part of that is joy. These are the things that restore you. This is Venus. So tell me a little bit about the Empress, because...
Right, so the Empress in tarot is actually ruled by Venus. So the Empress is Tauran or Libran energy, because the planet Venus rules both signs. And so the Empress is all about abundance. She's grounded in abundance. Her internal abundance is what manifests and allows her to magnetically attract the abundance that is in her external environment. This is a grounded energy. It's a loving, nurturing, mothering energy, not just for others, but for ourselves. The Empress is divine feminine energy, which is receptive, right? So it's about receiving, manifesting, magnetically attracting, rather than doing. Oops, so sorry.
It's okay. Yes. And the thing about that, this is the thing that's so important about Venus, and I'm curious what you would say about the Empress with this. Venus is about our emotions and our feelings. And it's very significant that we are willing to feel. Oh my God, you guys, it's such a thing. And many of us in our culture have been taught to bypass our feelings and to not feel things. I know for me, because I'm very empathic, and I'm highly sensory. I feel everything. And sometimes it's just too fucking much. It's just like, I cannot take it, right? So I've learned how to numb. I've learned how to deny. And that is the poison. Mm-hmm. You have to be able to feel, because if you're blocking anything, it
attracts more of it, because what you resist, you're actually calling in. And that's why grounding is so important. And grounding is the energy of not only the Empress, but Venus, right?
Yes.
We can't be balanced unless we're grounded. It all starts from within.
Yes. Mm-hmm. That was so good.
Thank you.
This is my most favorite thing to do, to talk to other people who really are in resonance with this level of conversation. Because this is the way that we're going to have to live on planet Earth from here on out. The ways that we've been living, not aligning ourselves, not knowing, right, unconsciously, because we've been in a system of white supremacy and the patriarchy that would have us abdicate our authority and not understand that we're creating our reality. Because if we understand that we're creating our reality, then we don't need anyone else to create it for us. So we have to start relearning how to really function here. And remember, and those are the classes that I teach, to really help us understand that we are the center of the reality and we are a magnet. You are magnetizing to you, and you are also projecting from within you. Mm-hmm. Both things are happening. One is the feminine, Venus. The other, the projection, is the masculine, Mars. It just makes me so happy. That was so good.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So, when we understand that we are the embodiment of all of these energies, and start becoming mindful not to resist, then we live in this system of creation effortlessly and easily. And it doesn't matter how much the fucking gas prices are. Because you're going to magnetize through your ability, especially for those who are melanated beings. Because melanin, we understand now, melanin is a conduit that generates electricity. And all of this is light and electricity. Mm-hmm. So when you're a melanated being, it gives you an advantage when you understand how consciousness works. So we need that. And the way that it best functions is through love.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. And love is not a romantic thing. It's the basis of all creation, which is romantic sometimes. Occasionally. But sometimes it's kicking your ass.
Yeah.
It's like I feel like my most loving relationships, the one I'm having with myself, it first and foremost, and then they're rigorous. They stretch me, they pull me out of my comfort zone. But I tend to learn hard.
Right. Well, growth is never easy.
No, right.
We need the contrasts so that we can grow. We actually need to experience adversity so that we can grow, so that we can stretch, so that we can expand our capacity to love and to feel and to grow and to bloom and to be in flow, right?
Yes.
Because all we're talking about is energy.
Yes.
Energy never dies. It transmutes, it transforms, it transfers. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But it doesn't die. It doesn't go anywhere.
Right. That's so great. So this is a Venus day, and with the sun in Gemini, I think we have 4 more days of the sun in Gemini. What's really important right now is to feel everything that you're feeling, to feel it, right? To love it. I have been working very much to work on healing my heart around matters of race in this country, because I feel that my heart has some energetic, it doesn't I'm not having any heart problems, but the energy isn't flowing. Like I've been having a Kundalini experience, and the energy gets stuck right at my solar plexus because my heart is in a story about this fucking country. Mm-hmm. And it's so there's a tightness around it. So I'm starting to do some cacao ceremony, ceremonial chocolate to open the heart.
Are you doing Reiki?
I haven't been doing Reiki yet. I've been doing Reiki on myself. I do Reiki on myself.
Okay,
so yes.
Yeah, I do Reiki on myself every night.
Yes. Yeah. So I have. I totally been doing that. I have been doing, my crystals, but I've been really looking to rework the story. And so like you just said, adversity grows us. And it is my intention to help myself understand the benefit of the adversity of this white supremacist system. Because adversity does what?
It grows us.
It grows us. That's what you said. Yes, and I believe you. So I am ready to reap the benefits of the adversity of this system.
Right. This actually is an excellent point.
Yes.
Because we think of, especially in this current climate, right? Like the negativity, the low vibrations, the oppression, all of the isms, are all reasons to hate.
Yes.
They're all reasons to hate or experience resentment and anger, and all of those feelings are valid. They're all valid.
Yes.
However, when it comes to growing from it, right? Like you said, you can't meet that energy where it is to transmute it, because then that's just continuing on that energy, right?
Yes.
You meet it with love to transmute it. How can we love anything about white supremacy, the patriarchy, capitalism, while we're here?
Yes.
So had colonialism not happened, had slavery not happened, we wouldn't be here as we are in this state, having this conversation with this level of consciousness.
That's right.
Like, you love yourself,
yes,
and therefore you love everything. You must love everything that has happened
to get me here,
to get you here,
yes,
as you are.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Whew. And in that, I feel my energy. I feel the truth of it, and I can feel there's an energy in my body that's just kind of lifting up. I really do. I feel something. I feel a willingness that's like, I'm willing to see this in another way. I am. All right. So thank you for that.
Yeah, thank you.
So you all, the next moon cycle starts on the 20th. We're going to have the moon and the new moon in Cancer and the full moon in Capricorn. The class will be open for registration starting today. You can register in my link tree. The class is $111 for the entire month, and have a private group, and there's a private group, and we do all the rituals, and we are working to heal ourselves. And so what we're working with is this Cancer energy. Cancer is about home and yourself. Cancer is about your family structures, your relationship to the divine feminine, your relationship to the divine feminine, to the goddess, right? So that really is ultimately about your feminine energy and how you are utilizing it. And Cancer is about healing. And so if there are things that you need to heal that come through your family system, and that could be bodily things like health stuff, it could be emotional things, it can be patterns of self-love and self-abandonment, all of these things that around what you have done to secure yourself or not secure yourself. And sometimes we are trapped in family patterns or, things like, I know that I felt very trapped by the way the women in my family express their sexuality. Like, it felt like something that I was a slave to, and I had to really heal it. And it was just because it was being misused, because we weren't really honoring the divine nature of ourselves. We were just using it for this low level, which is fine, right? But it wasn't allowing me to really embody the truth of it is that sexuality is divine power. And so I had to really do a lot. So I'm still healing that right now. And it came through my grandmother was the product of her mother being raped by a white man when she worked in his home. So carrying that DNA, I've been really working to heal and transmute it and understand the power and the value of it. So those are the things that we can work on, that we can transmute. And then when we transmute it, the power becomes ours. It's not working against you. It begins to work really with you. Makes sense?
That's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you for joining me today.
Yeah, thanks.
Anything else you want to say before we go?
If anyone's interested in booking a reading with me, I read tarot and I also do Reiki here at Remedies, Rituals, and Alchemy. Be sure to shoot me a DM or just follow me at Star Magic Tarot on Instagram.
Yay. Thank you. You're welcome. All right, you all. I love y'all so very much. I'm so grateful. So much is shifting. Please stay the course. Don't. Whatever you're working towards and your desires, even though this month was really rigorous, if you resolve to stay devoted to yourself, you will get the energy that you need to stay devoted. So don't give up because it looks kooky. Peace and blessings. Yay.